Welcome guys to this tutorial where I will teach you how to properly update elements of arrays which are put inside useState in React. I have already set up a Vite project and created some boilerplate for this sake of this tutorial. And here is the array of our potential users. It's very simple for this tutorial, it's just ID, name and age. I know there is no app that stores user's age, but more date of birth or something, but for simplicity let's assume this situation. And we have array of users and set users inside useState, which is initialized with those users. What we have more is, maybe I will start with this UI. We simply map through every user and create some form, and this form is used to update, will be used to update properties of those users. Let's see how it looks in the markup on the website in the browser. We have our users here, and the goal of this application will be that we will be able to update this property, for example to mat, and when we click save, the state of our component will be updated in such way that only this one user will be updated. The rest of them will be untouched. Okay, so let's start. We have 3 ways for this, and first I think is maybe the most popular because it's personally is the way that I use the most often. Okay, I didn't show this handle submit function. I hope that you know what is form data and how to create objects from this. Here simply we take values from this form, create object, and pass it further to the update user function. This user is in the same shape of this. I didn't want to use TypeScript because I thought it will complicate stuff. Wanted to concentrate on the clue of this tutorial. Okay, first idea which we can do to update this specific user is to do something like set users, and we will just use the value of users which we have stored previously, like before this update, map through this list and update this specific entry of that list. I say array interchangeably with list, you know. So set users, old users, and we will do like this: old users dot map, and here we'll map through every user. Again, arrow function, and remember not to name this also user because we will have name conflict. And let's do a simple if check that if user.id equals u.id, it means that currently mapped user is this one that we want to update. In this case we can simply return user, and if not, return u. It means we don't make any update, and here means we replace entire object in our state. Let's try this approach. It's anything, ABCD 20, and save. There is no error, I think. If we want to console log, for example, user that we return, we see that it is updated exactly how we wish. Okay, we see it. It's printed twice because it works like that in development mode in React. Okay, so it was the first approach to update user by mapping through all of users and checking for ID. Let's comment this out and start the second approach. We will create the function again, const update user equals user, again arrow function, and here is some trick that we will use to copy the state of users to not work on original reference, because okay, we have this function And at first I will want to show you how we should not do this, because it will break some rules of React that should not be broken. I mean, immutability of the state. This way is that we want to find the user from users, and we will do just users that find you. We will just want to find this user. User equals, okay, updated user equals this, and we are not supposed to do updated user dot name equals user dot name. If it wasn't React, we could directly get this reference and update this in very simple way, very trivial, but let's believe that it's forbidden. Another way what you could think is to make a clone of these users this way, but it's not very cloning this array, because when we again do const cloned user equals cloned users dot find blah blah blah, it will basically behave the same because of the JavaScript behavior that we don't copy this array, and what we do instead is just getting the same reference to the array in the memory. Another thing that you could think about is to do spread operator, and again this approach will not work neither, because we only spread every element of this list, but every element that is inside this array is also just a reference to the object. So here we also would work on the original object from the array, and that's not what we want to do. Okay, let's go to the proper way that we want to do it. It's some trick that we first do JSON dot stringify users, and later we will do JSON dot parse users, and now we have our users cloned. It's a little hack. In a minute I will show you some more clever approach, more modern, but if you wish you can do this that way. Now we can find the user we want to update. We can do just u to specify user that we will update is cloned users dot find, or maybe not updated user, find you. Okay, let's find by ID. Now we can do updated user dot name equals user dot name, and updated user dot age equals user dot age. And the last step to update our state is to do set users cloned users, because this updated user is just a reference to the element of this array, and we can update it directly. Let's add console log updated user, updated user, okay, and try to edit it. 200 age, nobody cares, and it works. It's properly done. Whoa. But this was a little trick, as you may see, to first stringify JSON to parse. Maybe it's not that efficient. Okay, it doesn't matter for this size of website, but in larger scale we could see the impact of that performance. What we can do is more modern approach is to do structured clone and put users here. It works literally the same, but it's more modern, more advanced approach for this. It's just deep cloning this array. We could pass here anything we want. It can be array, it can be object. It will basically perform deep cloning of that object, not shallow. And let's refresh. Matt21 is about me. Save. Okay, it didn't. I removed console log. Updated user. Okay, let's try again. Oh, update user. I have console logged the function. Let's try it for the last time, and we see that it works. So these were 3 ways that we can mainly use to update state in our React application. Second one is not advised, second one is not recommended, but first one and third one will be used probably almost all the time when you want to update some inside the list. And if you choose this one or this one, I think that it depends on the case of your application. But what to talk more? I hope that you will keep in mind how to update elements of lists inside React State, and see you in the next tutorial. Bye.